It's the biggest first place prize of the series to date and a final 6 that has the potential to deliver the most action of the series to date. And with that, we welcome you back to Las Vegas, Nevada. This is the 2025 World Series of Poker inside the Horseshoe Event Center, where we see the 17-time World Series of Poker bracelet winner, Phil Hellmuth. Dan Smith next to him, Cowboy Dan getting into the mix, as well as Nick Schulman at this table in the 10K No Limit Deuce to 7 Low Ball Championship. We keep an eye on that tournament as we bring you to the main stage for final table coverage of the 25K High Roller, from 392 entries down to 6, including Brent, a main event champion.
2015, you may remember the dominance of Joe McKeehen.
Yes.
Guess what? This Eagle, this Philly fanatic, he can play ball.
So we have a world champion and we have a worldwide superstar, Masato Yokosawa out of Japan. Almost 1 million YouTube subscribers. And Brent, we also have a world record holder in Andrew Ostapchenko. How about 7 main event cashes in a row?
An unthinkable feat. 7 consecutive cashes at the main. He must be tight and conservative, right, Jeff?
Right.
Absolutely not. The game is off the charts. It's unorthodox. He is very difficult to deal with.
And it's earned him some chips as we take a look at this leaderboard presented by PokerStars. He has almost 20 million. Pretty commanding chip lead there. Mathew Frankland out of the UK in second. Chang Lee in third. Eli Berg fourth. Yokosawa and McKeehen rounding out this star-studded final table. Look at the payouts presented by Octopi. Our final 6 guaranteed more than $325,000. About a 120K pay jump to kick things off. And up top, a first place prize of more than $1.9 million. Let's shuffle up and deal and play for a World Series of Poker bracelet.
Whew. You nailed that one, buddy. What an open.
Oh, thank you.
Friday. Well, take a look at the charts, and they say you should raise ace-jack suited.
I was happy when you bet. I'm like,
yeah,
fucking hit, let's go. Byron like called fast too. He wasn't like signed at all. So do that sign too.
McKeehen with King Queen in the big. After the ante, he posted a little more than 12 bigs.
Is he thinking about maybe just grip and rip?
All in.
Queen.
He is.
Should be 24.2.
Ought to be 24.
Should be 2.4 million and 20,000.
Get a count, I imagine.
Just to make sure it's 2.4, but I don't think
Possibly
we're ever
wrong.
folding ace-jack suited.
2.42 million. Don't forget the 20.
Okay.
He's already opened to 500,000.
12.1, not 12. You know, big difference.
Not a slow roll, bit of a nit roll. Must call, mandatory.
Here it is, and here we
Yeah.
go. Joe McKeehen all in and at risk.
Ah. Oh, what the fuck? That's so much better than I thought. Thought it was going to call that like fucking ace 6 or something.
Heard McKeehen say it after the tank. Thought it was worse than ace-jack suited.
Okay.
The champ is all in and at risk.
Only got one suit too.
In need of a little bit of help.
Only got one suit too. Fucking brutal. That's good net roll advertisement right there.
7-6 deuce.
Good stop.
I'll give you the king of spades. We need sweat. It's on TV.
Just the king of spades. That's all McKeehen wants.
And it has to be pure drama.
This card's going to be bigger than a 7 at least. I'm like 50-50.
Another deuce on the turn. McKeehen needing a king or a queen.
Well, good luck, guys.
Said it's a 5.
See ya.
I think the job.
Yeah. See you around.
Good game, Joe McKeehen. The elbow awkwardly meets the fist.
Yeah, you got to do the elbows
wait.
when you've got
Yep.
the cast on. Yeah. It's all right, Joe. You've got your Super Bowl already with
That's
the
right.
Eagles. You don't have to win all the titles every single time. Franklin, Lee, both very healthy.
Just calls in the small blind while Berg has 2 7s.
Oh, this call
Oh.
is treacherous for Berg. He probably feels compelled to grip and rip. Call it 28 big blinds or so to start the hand.
And there is the jam. This is going to work out perfectly for Franklin, I do believe. but Lee is the one who has asked for a count.
Well, this would be awfully ambitious.
This
Could
is
you
a lot for 2 5s.
If somehow Lee decided to call with the 5s, I think Frankland would have to fold the
Agreed.
2 10s. I don't, maybe Lee, it's his favorite hand. I don't know. I thought he'd be out instantly.
Can't imagine he's going to be in. But it is giving it what at least appears to be genuine consideration.
The guy could be batting 1,000 with 5s, always hitting a set. I don't know.
count?
Does fold. Now we found the real hand.
Frankland asks for confirmation.
You don't love it. You think
Sure.
you're flipping a lot. It's half your stack, give or take. But I think 2 10s, too much of a hand to consider folding. He does think Berg should be extra tight, cautious, careful, considering Yokosawa is so short.
Jacks, of course, being the ultimate nightmare, but to your point, flipping a lot, and then in these scenarios, it's fantastic.
How many have I used? 1.
Frankie, find the call with the 10s. Finds a call and the 10s hold. He's our new chip leader.
He's going to find it. There it is, Frankie.
Makes the call, going to be thrilled to see 2 7s. He shows his 2 10s. About 14 million in this pot. Berg needs to find a lucky 7. First 3, Kamese 6. No help to the good doctor who's on his feet.
Smart move, stand up. Maybe reach out for a handshake. That's how you summon the 7s.
When does the mic go off? Which I hate, by the way. I don't like when we take the mics off, just in case. Turn is a deuce.
Okay, now grab a backpack if you have one.
Oh, no, I think the mic is actually going to come off.
Yeah, rip it right out. There it is.
Oh, nope, gonna leave it on. Respect. Needing a 7 to stay alive. And finding a 7 on the river!
It worked!
6-6.
Take your seat, Dr. Berg.
That is insane.
The lucky 7 does arrive.
Wow.
That changes the whole dynamic of this tournament.
I've never experienced momentum in poker.
You played online yesterday, right? Big online Sunday. A lot of great events.
Great, 480.
Yeah,
right?
for many. It's a great
Events
Sunday.
were great. Did well? Did you cash it?
I played a long time, and I
got some hands in.
Yeah. I may never play again.
Andy will defend with the 10-4 off. And we'll flop a 4.
Check. $375.
375K. Ostapchenko check calls. And turns 10s and 4s. Stone cold lock on this hand. Can Masato save himself some chips and find a check back? He can. Uh-oh. River ace looks like a dream for Masato.
How about that really
Oh,
quick
yeah.
check, too, from Ostapchenko?
It says, I know that's you.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, like, gosh, I got a 9 or a 4. How much? For Masato, he is, I would imagine, has to go for value. He thinks he just got lucky.
Time extension used for an additional 30 seconds to act.
Time extension.
$1,750,000.
10 seconds.
750.
750. 1,750,000.
Yeah, it's a huge bet. He's got 1.2 million behind. I think Ostapchenko is thinking about maybe let's put the rest in with 10s up. Masato never has a hand like ace 9,
10 seconds.
ace 10. Would have probably bet again on the turn.
Time extension.
Did you take one?
We'll
does
just flick in the call.
Yeah.
That's a painful one for Masato. An ugly river cost him 1.75 million. It extends the chip lead for Ostapchenko, and it puts Masato Yokosawa on the ropes. Free online sites that are awesome, like Play Poker Go. Maybe? No deposits, no
sure.
risk, just pure action. Jump into cash games and tournaments. Don't miss the brand new No Gamble, No Future themed Sit and Goes featuring the Wheel of Game. Compete against players worldwide. Sharpen your game. Play now for free. PlayPokerGo.com. Available on web, iOS, and Android.
Let me
Okay. Put to the test with the Queen 3. Has Jack 5.
With the big blind ante, he's already got 480 out there. We can see 740 behind. He's going to call it
Says,
off.
let's go.
Ah, you ahead.
Slight underdog. Looking to get back up to 2.2 million.
10 seconds.
Can the superstar vlogger stay alive?
I will just let you know I have 980.
There we go. Tell him about it.
Get changed from one chip.
Make him pay up.
Oh, nice. Now I'm ready to win.
Okay. Well, let's do it. $743, not
flop.
terrible for Yokosawa.
That's pretty good.
It's good
It's for
for
Jack 6 or 5.
We got 10 outs
Backdoor
twice.
clubs.
Yeah, the whole world.
Cooking. The turn is the 10 of clubs. How about 17 outs?
Oh, they call this too many outs, I'm afraid, Jeff.
You see him on the top of your screen. Still about a 60-40 dog. River card. Oh,
you
it's
guys-
another 10. You were right.
Yeah.
How do you miss?
I don't know. I didn't think it was
Ay, ay, ay.
possible. Oh,
Well-deserved round of applause
guys.
for
Hey,
Masato
hey, fine,
Yokosawa. This is best career
Yeah,
score.
buddy.
Finishes in 5th place for more than $447,000. It's a treat to have him so involved in the poker world, and we'll see him at plenty of these final tables to come. For Andy's undergrad thesis at Harvard, by the way, he directed a documentary exploring the underground poker community
ooh,
in the Carolinas.
in the Carolinas.
Yeah. Maybe that was Shot Player.
I have played an underground poker game in the
Oh.
Carolinas, yes.
How
In
much you have
Birkdale
roughly?
Village,
4.5.
right outside of, I believe it's Lake Norman. Although it wasn't underground, so to speak, it was in like an apartment. I've never heard of
I
a
don't
real
think it's literally
underground game where
underground,
you,
yeah.
you know, you go down underneath the soil and play. Only in the Wild Wild West did they used to do that, Jeff.
Yeah, Queen Jack 3, the open-ender. Ostapchenko. A few backdoor draws available for Franklin. Check calls, does turn a pair of tens. Frankie, ace in hand. We'll keep on going for this one. That's 1.1 million.
It is uncomfortable. He's only got 2.6 behind. You start questioning, maybe my 10's not good, but I think the hand way too good to fold being open-ended.
It's called quickly. Ripper 5. Frankie makes a no good pair of fives.
The only chance Frankie has is to rip it all in. He's got to turn this 5 into a bluff. You're hoping to be targeting some sort of what we can see king 10, perhaps 9-10, even a jack. I don't believe a queen is going to fold.
10 seconds.
It's the only shot he's got. He has to move it in. Or you just give up.
Time extension.
$2.2.
Does indeed go for it. Goes bet, bet, bet. Just about all of it on the river.
This is just so strong. It's this kind of holding that Ostapchenko beats.
10 seconds.
It's amazing he's really given it this much thought. Just doesn't pass the sniff test. He calls.
Makes the call with
Wow.
just a pair of tens. That is quite strong from our chip leader.
I don't know
Wow.
what he saw, what he found, the instincts, but that was tremendous.
Didn't even use a time extension,
Nothing.
right?
Just was watching everything carefully, the body language. He picked up on something. Well, and if you're just tuning in, Andy Osty, our chip leader, he has the world record. Can we call it a world record? Why
Absolutely.
not? The world
Yeah.
record. 7 consecutive cashes in the main event from 2016 through 2023. He accumulated nearly $500,000 in earnings. Believe he had a top 50 finish back in 2016. That's what kicked off the run. And that record, 7 straight, I'm not sure that that's going to be broken.
That's
That
tough.
is going to be really tough. We've got 2 tied at 5. Ronnie Barta's one of them. And then you've got Andy all the way at the top. 7 straight.
And then after we have 7,
You got it.
5, and then one player at 2. That was me, 2014 and 2015. Meanwhile, Andy the ace 3.
I mean, Jesus, Jeff. That is true, though. Wow, I just confirmed it. You are the only player with back-to-back
with
cashes
two in a row.
in the
Goes
main
7
event.
to 5 to 2.
Right?
Yeah.
Just
Shows you how
nobody
great
with 3
7
or
is.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people were talking about that for
Yep.
Long time. Long time.
King, Queen, 8's bad news for Frankie. Same can be said on the turn. We can repeat it once more on the river. Mathew Frankland, Frankie,
Good game, guys.
out in fourth for more than
GG.
$626,000. This
Yeah, but you too.
continues a heck of a 2025 for
Good game,
him.
man.
We'll
Nice
see
play, man.
him more and more,
Good
I
game,
feel
good
like.
game.
Oh, yeah. Well done, Frankie. He thought he was at an
Good luck rest of the way,
EPT.
everyone.
That's where he's made all of his cash. You see Poker Stars on the table, and he almost got it done. Fourth place finish, massive score.
3 online sites that are awesome, like Play Poker Go. Maybe? No
Well,
deposits, no
sure.
risk, just pure action. Jump into cash games and tournaments. Don't miss the brand new No Gamble, No Future themed Sit and Goes featuring the Wheel of Game. Compete against players worldwide. Sharpen your game. Play now for free. PlayPokerGo.com. Available on web, iOS, and Android. Sees the 10 in the window. Comes ace, queen 10.
Oh, and right out of his seat. You see that?
Yeah.
He pops up, excited.
This is fantastic. The continuation bet of 600,000.
Remarkably under rep. Just calling with the 2-10s pre, now flopping a set. Dream scenario up against his opponent, the chip leader who has top pair. How much can we extract? And how do we go about doing it? He says that. This board, look at that texture. Makes it 2 million.
Ostapchenko makes the call.
Wow.
And does turn a flush draw. Does have a straight draw.
Yeah, that's one of the best cards in the deck to pick up some additional life. What is Andy thinking about? Quick thought and knuckle. Whoa.
Wow, ace of spades on the river.
$8 million.
Goes big, 8 million.
So what would he do if he just had the King X of clubs in his hand? Check raise flop and then tries to sell it with a huge bet on the river. And there's
He's
the
just
fold.
out.
It
Fantastic laydown.
It's too much, Jeff. I think
Good point.
That's a hand where you just want to get called. When you know you folded out 3 aces there.
Yeah, missed opportunity.
Yeah, very much so. You know, bet half pot. Every chip's so important. No, I never really understood it until you just pointed that
now.
out. Thank you, Jeff.
No problem. Berg
Right.
with 2 kings in the small blind. We'll set the trap once more. Lee checks with the 7-6. And it comes 9-5-4. The open ender versus the overpair. And Berg checks. And Lee tried to bet 300-ish or so. Got to be at least 4. Berg just check calls. The turn, though, is the 8 of spades. Jack Lee just buries it. Some trouble for the good doctor.
He is in trouble, but he's also, again, just so hidden. Certainly will lose chips.
Sure.
I just don't know if he loses all of them. This type of texture, this limped pump, blind versus blind, your opponent can have 2 pair. Your opponent can have a straight, especially when it goes bet flop, bet turn.
1.1 million on the turn. Berg calls river jack. $4.2 million in the middle. Berg checks now. How much from Lee?
But Berg's got 8 million and change behind. We've seen Lee come with overbets in these spots. This time it looks like pot-ish, close to.
3.4 million.
You're just not loving life with kings. All of a sudden, it's like, oh boy.
With that said, good luck getting away from this.
Yeah. Hand is way too good. You just have to call. Sees the bad news, straight.
Yeah. That's an 11 million chip pot.
All in.
Oh, and now jams the jack 8 off.
I mean,
Andy might just have to call here, and he would be ahead.
Yeah. What is going on? Maybe just a close enough fold equity to where we can get this through, but I mean, a moment ago he could have called is a huge favorite, and now he gets called by a better hand, queen high.
Bad news for Eli Berg.
Good luck, guys.
Just a 60-40 dog, though, here. Wins this, he's back up to about 20 bigs. Queen 7-5 with 2 clubs. About as bad as it gets if you're Dr. Berg.
Well, last time he stood up and walked away from. Okay, now he can stand up and walk away completely.
So the flush does come in.
Where'd you have that hand?
You say good game to Eli Berg. Free online sites that are awesome, like Play Poker Go. Maybe? No deposits, no risk, just pure action. Jump into cash games and tournaments. Don't miss the brand new No Gamble, No Future theme Sit and Goes featuring the Wheel of Gain. Compete against players worldwide. Sharpen your game. Play now for free. PlayPokerGo.com. Available on web, iOS, and Android.
Call. 6.
Yeah.
Call.
Lee raising to 1.6 million, pretty sizable. And speaking of sizable, Ostapchenko makes it 6 million with the ace king. Lee calls with the king 4 of hearts. Flops the open ender and the flush draw. And he checks.
He has flopped the whole world with king 4 of hearts. Is he just sending it? How much is he going to bet here?
Reaching for the peach 1 million chips. And firing 6 million.
Andy only has 16 million. If he thinks the door could be open to just stuff at home. This is something to think about.
10 seconds. Time extension.
Just check call. Now 24.5 million in this pot.
Wow.
Ostapchenko has 10 million behind. And the turn is the king of diamonds. A welcome sight to both.
It's going in.
And when it does, Lee will just be about a 60-40 underdog to win a World Series of Poker bracelet. Time extension used for an additional 30 seconds to act.
10 seconds.
You still have
Inquires
7, 8,
about the
9.
stack.
10 million.
10 million more.
Extension.
I think he knuckled.
He
just
did.
checked
He
mine.
checked back. And he rivers 2 pair.
All in.
And he sees a jam. The call is made, the tournament is over, and Jack Lee is a World Series of Poker bracelet winner.
Good game.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
The handshake at the end might not feel like it in this
I ran
room.
like fucking shit the whole time.
Thank you.
Andy not thrilled
Got
on his
it.
way out. Still
No,
a
he's
nice score for
frustrated.
him, and it's Jack Lee
Yeah,
with
it was a
bracelet
river
number
two pair
1.
me.
It's worth
I had
more
ace
than
king.
$1.9 million.
There's
Quite the
nothing
run.
that Andy could have done there
Yeah.
in that spot. He's just going broke every time. But hey, you know, broke from the tournament, but you just added $1.2 million to your bankroll, and this kid will get a bracelet. He'll get multiple in his career.
And now Jack Lee has 1 in his career. He wins a massive 25K no-limit high roller at the World Series of Poker. We sum it up with a look at the final results presented by PokerStars. Lee's name on top for the biggest first-place prize so far of the 2025 World Series of Poker. It's Ostapchenko's biggest career score, winning almost 1.3. Eli Berg in 3rd, Frankie in 4th. Worldwide, Masato Yokosawa eliminated in 5th. And our 2015 World Series of Poker main event champion, Joe McKeehen, out in 6th. 392 entries in this event, and this man is our champion, jumping up and down, holding a World Series of Poker bracelet in his hands. He is the winner. An action-packed final table, which is what we expected going into this one. What a field, what a final table, and what a champion. For our entire crew, for Brent Hanks, I'm Jeff Platt. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you next time at the 2025 World Series of Poker. Congratulations to our 25K High Roller champion, Jack Lee. Good night.